What is happening, mediocre people of YouTube? So right now, I guess I should have done this live, but I'm not. Right now, I'm just bringing the amp up. I finished the Chupacabra 100, and I am slowly bringing it up on the Variac for the second time. I did this once already with no tubes in it, and just kind of checked the voltages and made sure. Again, and I know I keep mentioning Rob Robinette, but again, he has so much information online about safely starting up an amplifier for the first time. So yeah, this for me. I mean, this is kind of a big deal because I'm not an amplifier builder. I'm a guitar player who is who really likes this stuff, and I fix a few amps for friends here and there. I'm certainly not a tech, so this is definitely a majorly ambitious project for me. So I'm smoking because I'm nervous, but I think everything will be okay. I've double, triple checked everything. We've got about 75 volts right now. Meter says about 79. Also have about, let's see here. We're looking at probably quite a bit. Okay, so we got 325 volts DC. Whoops, I shouldn't have turned that off. Keep that back on. So yeah, just bringing it up nice and slow, and I've got a speaker load on it. No signal going through it yet. Just very slowly. Brought it up to about 25 volts, and then 50, and now like 79. I brought it like 65, and I'm watching the. I don't know if you guys can see that I'm watching how many amps it's drawing. Plus, I have it connected to my current limiter, and I have two bulbs in there. And the reason I do is because when I do amplifiers that are like 30 watts and less, I just use the one bulb. And then when I do like 50 watts and over, definitely 100 watt amplifiers, I use two bulbs. Otherwise, one kind of glows too bright. So I'm going to pause you guys for a minute while I do this. I didn't realize Dave Friedman was from Detroit. We're up to like 91 volts right now. Just going to hang out and sit here for a minute. But I didn't realize Dave Friedman was from Detroit. I'm undecided on Dave Friedman. I like that Egnator dude. In fact, I want to take his amp building class. It's kind of expensive. It's like $1,000, but you walk out of there and with his knowledge, and you build an amplifier and take it home with you. I really like Friedman amplifiers. I do want to say that he's got some really fucking cool amplifiers. So let me say that. I'm just talking about how he portrays himself online. I'm undecided on Friedman. He seems all right though. He hangs out with Jakey Lee, so better watch out. All right, so right now we're at 107 volts AC. We're looking at about 442 volts DC on the plates, which is nice. This has an external bias test point, and it also has a bias pot for each EL34. So we're continuing. We're gonna get up to 120 volts here, and then we'll just let it sit for a while and see how it does. And then we'll take it back down, and then the next test will end up being a sound test at some point. So here we are. I'm gonna ready to go up to 120 volts here, 115, 120 volts, see how we're doing. I really don't like being distracted like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just test how much voltage we got going on here. So we're at 118 volts there, AC from the wall. And we're looking at, let's see here. Oh, I'm gonna switch to DC. Why am I not picking up DC voltage at this point? What did I do here? I gotta pause you guys for a sec. Yeah, I need to change my batteries in this meter or something. This thing's been giving me all kinds of weird readings. Okay, so we got 484 volts on the plates. at 120 volts AC. We got 120 port. What did I say? I need to know that number. 484 volts on the plates. So we need to do the math on that. We're not necessarily going to bias now because right now we're hooked through a current limiter, which is not showing any light, which is great. Plus the variac. So right now I'm just kind of let it hold. Probably upload this video, and then I'll shut it down. The next step will be to plug it in and set the bias. Again, you'll have to test those voltages because, you know, being that it's plugged into the current limiter and the variac, the voltages could change, especially because of the current limiter. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, there's really nothing much to do. It's just kind of let this sit here, let the tubes kind of burn in, and monitor the voltages. And I mean, what do you want me to do? I guess I could have done a live stream and done this, but it would probably be even more boring than the 6-minute video. So until next time, and that should be soon, we'll be hearing a sound sample. Peace out.